Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. I'm going to tell you a story from a storyteller by the name of Aesop. You know him?
Yes.
You know, he did about 600 fables, and what I like about his stories, they all have wonderful morals to them, and we all learn lessons from them. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Okay, now, I'm going to start this story, but I need you to help me. There are four magic words that start all stories. What are they?
Once upon a time.
What?
Once upon a time.
Well, now you said that. That means I got to start this story. So you started it for me. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a lion. Oh, Brother Lion was old, and he just couldn't hunt anymore. And he said, what am I going to do? I can't hunt and get my food. And then he thought of an idea. He said, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll come up with this scheme, and I'll trick the animals to make them come to me. And when they come to me, then I'll pounce on them, and I'll eat them, and that'll be my story. That'll be my supper. So the lion went out there, and he happened to look around, and he saw a giraffe going by. And the lion said, hey, Brother Giraffe, how you doing? Giraffe, he said, I'm doing fine. How you doing, Brother Lion? Lion said, not so good. What's the matter? My head hurts, my back hurts, and my knee hurts. He said, could you please come into the cave with me and maybe make me some tea? I said, okay, I'll do that. So he follows the lion into the cave. As soon as he gets in the cave, turns his back, lion pounced on him, and he ate him. Oh, he killed him, he ate him. He said, that sure was good. So he was satisfied. Now about 3-4 days later, he was hungry again. He said, oh boy, I got to get something to eat. So he went back outside, he laid, and he looked up, and there was the monkey. Monkey say, hey, Brother Lion, how you doing? Lion say, not so good. What's the matter? He said, my head hurts, my back hurts, and my knee hurts. Could you come in and maybe read the paper for me? Brother Monkey says, sure, I'll be glad to. So Monkey goes into the cave, and as soon as he reaches for the paper, the lion jumps on him and kills him, and he has some monkey stew for dinner. He said, that sure was good. I like that. And well, this is how he did. Every few days when he would get hungry, he'd come up with this little scheme, and he would trick the animals to come, and he thought he had it made. So one day he goes out there again, several weeks later. He's so hungry, and he looked up, and there was Brother Fox. And the lion said, how you doing, Brother Fox? Brother Fox said, I'm doing fine. How you doing? The lion said, not so good. My head hurts. My back hurts, and my knee hurts. Could you maybe come in the house and draw me some bath water? And Brother Fox said, sure, I'd be glad to. So he followed the lion, and when he got to the cave, he looked, and he saw all these footprints of all where the other animals had gone in. He said, wow, judging by these footprints, you must have a lot of company. Brother Lion said, yeah, well, my friends love me, and they all come by, and they see me. They're glad to come by here. And Brother Fox said, yeah, but judging from these footprints here, it must be awful crowded in there, and ain't gonna be no room for me. So I tell you what, I'll come into your house as soon as some of them animals that went in there come on out. And he looked up, and Brother Fox said, I got to go now. And he went on about his business. Now, the moral of this story is, because Aesop always gives you a moral, the moral of this story is the importance of learning from others' mistakes. And that's the story. Okay. I'm going to sit down unless somebody wants to start the story, another story for me, but that's up to you.
Once upon a time.
Oh, well, since you insist. You know what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you a love story. You know, Valentine's Day is the next holiday that's coming up, and that's all about love, isn't it?
Yes.
Wouldn't you like to hear a lovely love story?
Yes.
How does it start off?
Once upon a time.
Oh, yes. Well, once upon a time, all the feelings lived together on one island. Love and happiness and joy. They all lived on this island together. And they were so happy. Everything was going so wonderful. But they had got a news flash that the island was going to sink. So the feelings say, oh, well, we better get together in our boats and go over to the other island over there where it'll be safe. So all the feelings got together and they went over to this other island, all except Love. Love didn't want to go. Love just couldn't bear to leave this beautiful island. So Love stayed around. But then after a little while, Love looked and the island was sinking. Love said, well, I better see if I get a ride with somebody. And she looked up and she saw Richness come by on his fabulous boat. She said, Richness, can I get a ride with you? Richness said, my boat only is for gold and silver. No, you can't ride with me. Love said, well, all right. And she looked, what am I going to do? And she looked around again. Oh, there was Vanity. Vanity, can I ride with you? Vanity said, girl, that dress you got on is 2 years old and it ain't got no designer label. No, you can't get in my boat. I said, oh my God. And then she saw Sadness come by in her boat. Sadness, can I ride with you? And Sadness says, well, if it's all right with you, I'd like to be by myself. I said, oh, all right. Oh, look, there's happiness. But Happiness was partying, so Happiness ain't heard nothing. Love didn't know what to do. Love sat down and she started to cry because she didn't know what to do. And then she felt a hand on her shoulder and she looked up and it was an elder. And the elder said, come, Love, get in my boat. I will take you to safety. So Love got in the boat with the elder and they went to the next island. And when they got to the island, the elder got off and Love got off too also. But then Love said, oh, I forgot to ask the elder who he was. Oh, my God, too. So Love walked around and then she saw Knowledge. And she said, Knowledge, who was that elder that brought me here? I forgot to ask his name. And the elder said, oh, you want to know who the elder was? Oh, that was Time. Oh, well, why would Time give me a ride when nobody else did? To which the Knowledge replied, because only Time is capable of knowing how great love is. And that's the end of that. Click, clack. Okay, all right. And click, clack, that's the end of that. Thank you very much.